So the Atlanta Hawks were just eliminated by the Milwaukee Bucks, and no one really expected them to be 2 games away from winning the Eastern Conference. I definitely didn't. I thought they were going to lose in round 1 to the Knicks. I know some other people did, or at least lose in round 2 to Philly. But here we are talking about an elimination rebuild for the Hawks, losing in the conference finals. They proved a lot of people wrong this season, and we're going to rebuild this team. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be using one of the more fun rosters in the NBA to construct a kind of championship team. So there's guys on this team. So the Hawks, they have their star in Trae Young. They have their best player on their team, their franchise guy. We have that already. And he's still on his rookie contract, which is nice. We'll have to figure out the backup point guard spot with Lou Will being a free agent and Chris Dunn really not working out there. At the 2, we have Bogdan Bogdanovic, who in the beginning of the season looked like it wasn't worth the contract they gave him, but he played well in round 1 against the Knicks and had a good playoffs and just overall end to the season. So he's on our team right now. We also have Kevin Huerter, who balled out in that Game 7 against the Sixers. He wasn't great, though, against the Bucks in the following round, but he's 23 from the 2018 class. He'll still be here at least for another year. We have 2 wings that were selected in 2020. DeAndre Hunter, who had a good series against the Knicks, unfortunately got hurt, though, and Cam Reddish, who played well against the Bucks in some games after not really playing at the playoffs at all. Power forward, you got John Collins, who I think I want to bring back and give a contract to, but he'll be restricted. Gallo, not a fan of this contract. It'll be a little bit rough when he's 35, so if we can maybe get off that this offseason, I think I'm going to try to do that. And they drafted a Kongwu, who had an inconsistent rookie season, but he was hurt. He was all right in the playoffs, but they really took him, I guess, thinking Clint Capella might not be the full-time answer there, or to replace John Collins, but Clint Capella has definitely been the answer there. He's a stud. We have our center locked up. So really, what I want to do in this offseason is find that complimentary 2 that I think we could play next to Trae Young and maybe figure out what we're going to do with the 4. I think I want to move Gallinari. We're good with Nate McMillan. He, took over that team over Lloyd Pierce and brought him to the conference finals. Yeah, he's going to get a multi-year contract from the Hawks. So we have the 28th pick here in the first round. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I want to move Gallo. I just don't know to which team. But let's look at the trade finder. What team would make sense? If anything, I would like to do this for an expiring. If Love had 1 year left on his deal, I'd be open to doing that. Expiring, Zubats in a first. I don't need a center, though. We're good with a Kongwu and Capella. This could be a trade. We get Miles Bridges, who I don't really need because we do have Hunter and Cam Reddish, but we would save a lot of money with that trade. Utah, they'd be a team that maybe would want Gallo scoring, but I just don't want these multi-year deals and another center, like I said. We could send him to Dallas. They could be a team that might want Danilo Gallinari to provide some spacing for Luka Doncic. So I think that's a trade we could maybe try to do. I don't really need Josh Green, though. Aaron Gordon, expiring deal. That would actually be kind of nice. Would they want Gallo back in Denver? Possibly, but I think they like Gordon's defensive ability more than they like Gallo's offensive ability. We could send him to Phoenix to put him over there in between Bridges and Aiden. That's not a bad idea. I just, like I said, I don't want multi-year deals, as you can see with Jay Crowder. So I don't really know. I think that Dallas trade makes sense to me. So if we were going to trade Gallo, I don't think they would want to trade me Josh Green. So personally, who would I want on this team? Finney Smith to provide some defensive help. Honestly, I think I'd just take a future first-round pick in 2025. So, yeah, we're going to trade Gallo. I know he's a big part of the Hawks rotation, but I think I like this trade for us to clear up some money down the line, and we're going to get a first-round pick in exchange for him. So, we're going to be sending Gallo to the Dallas Mavericks. So, I'll see you guys with who I take with our first-round pick. So I think I'm going to select Chris Duarte here, or James Bouknight with the 28th pick. I think I'm going to get actually James Bouknight. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. We're going to take Bouknight at 28. I don't know if he'll crack the rotation next year, since we do have a bunch of wings like Bogey, like Herter, like Reddish, and like DeAndre Hunter. And then I think, I can't believe Josh Giddey fell. I'm going to take Jared Butler here in the second round. I'm sure he'll go in the first round in real life. So we're going to sign both these guys, and we just add to the backcourt. Dunn opts out, thank God, because if he opted in, I was probably going to look to move him. Definitely want to bring back Skylar Mays. I liked him out of LSU, and he played a little bit throughout the Hawks throughout the regular season. So a sign and trade, say if Kawhi wasn't going back to the Clippers, the Hawks would be an interesting team to offer them a good sign and trade package, because imagine, you can throw, Gallo to make the money work, and then maybe, or Bogey. Imagine you did Bogdan Bogdanovic and Cam Reddish, and then, just a sign and trade, because Kawhi's leaving anyway, so they'll take whatever they can get. I'm sure they would like a Cam Reddish in return, but I don't think Kawhi's leaving. I'm not going to go after him. Do we actually have enough money? We do. See, that's why I don't know if I want to sign Collins long term. That's the problem. He's getting a deal from the Heat. We're going to have to match it, though. He was too good for them in the playoffs. Yeah, we're going to have to match it. I kind of wanted to go after a max guy next year to add to Trae Young in this team, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that, so we're going to renounce the rights on everybody besides John Collins, and welcome back, Mr. Collins. So let's see what I want to do here. I want to see kind of the rotation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 could be Book Knight or 9 could be Baller. I always was high on Bruno Fernando coming out of Maryland. He just really never worked out so far for them. I mean, I could get like a Devontae Graham as well. No, I'm not going to go after anybody here. Let's go to player progression. So player progression, Trae Young's up to a 92, Capella an 88, Collins 87, Hunter 84, and that's where everybody else stands. So let's go here to training camps, where we have 3 untapped potentials to use. So I'm definitely going to use it on a Kungwu. I'm going to use it on Cam Reddish. I'm also going to use it on DeAndre Hunter, who I'm very high on. So, yeah, it'll be Young, Bogey, Hunter, Collins, Capella, Okongwu, Reddish, Herter, and then Book Knight probably for the bench. Yeah, so Book Knight's going to get 12 minutes. Herter can get 20. Reddish can get 24. Okongwu can get like 22. We'll actually go 25 to Reddish. Capella 30. Collins 31. Hunter 31. We got 7 minutes left here, so let's go 30 to Bogey. We'll go 35 to Trae, and we have 4 more minutes for the bench. So I'm going to give Book Knight 2, and then 2 to Kevin Herter. So system proficiency under McMillan is 3 stars, grit and grind, but we're going to go to 3.5 balance. Just kidding, we're going to go to 4 stars, 7 seconds or less. So let me actually change his preference. Anything I want to mess with the shot tendency? Capella, we can actually up that to like a 55. Collins, 72 is good. Trae, we can lower that to a 95. Hunter, yeah, see, this is what I want to do. I want to put him up to a 72. Bogey could go to a 70. We're going to drop Okongwu to a 65. Reddish, he can go up to a 70. And then that will probably... And Herter, we could do a 65. Alright, so I'll see you guys at the end of the season. And we should be back in the playoffs. And in our first season, Trae Young wins MVP. And we're the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Alright, I think this is going to be a little bit easier than my last reveal that I've done. 12.5 assists. That's kind of absurd. 28 points per game, 51, 44, 93 splits. I wonder if we'll get Coach of the Year with McMillan. We do not. It goes to Van Gundy of the Pels over there. And we can see if any Hawks. Well, obviously, Trae Young all-NBA first team. I don't think any other Hawks will make it. And that is going to be the case. Now, I do want to see one thing here. If I look at NBA records, can I see the most assists in a season? All right, so you can only see his total assists. You can't see assists per game, but it was, okay, it was John Stockton. Yeah, Trae Young, he was 9th all-time. Okay, I thought that was going to be Kevin Porter Jr. for a second. I was like, wait, what? Okay, so he was 9th all-time. I don't think you could see... Oh, you can see assists per game, so he actually would have been not even in the top 10. Gotcha. Okay, so we're the 1 seed taking on the 8-seeded Wizards. We go 58 and 24. They've added Alec Burks. They've added Javon Carter, Johnny Juzang, that's it. Next leading scorer was John Collins, who had 18 points, better than last year, 9.1 rebounds, 44 from 3, 56 from the field, and 82 from the line. Very nice. DeAndre Hunter. It's the breakout year I wanted. 94 from the line, 41 from 3, 61% true shooting. I love that. There's Bogey, 43 from 3, 86 from the line. A lot better season this year than the previous one for us. Capella, 11.5 and 14. Blocking half a night, 58 from the field. And then there's Cam Reddish, who had 11 points. Efficiency was better. It's still not great, but it's getting there. Herter, 10.5 points, 46 from 3. He'll be a free agent as well as Trae Young. There's Okongwu with 10 and 6. James Book Knight with 6 points at the end of the bench. I do want to check or take a look at the Mavericks and see how Gallo did. He was all right. He was efficient. The Mavericks are not in the playoffs. Would you look at that, though? So we should be able to beat the Wizards in round 1 as we're up 3-0, and we sweep them, so it was a pretty easy series there. Yeah, Trae Young dominated game 1. He averaged 30 points and 11.5 assists with a true shooting of 79% for a guard. And the amount of volume he has, oh my god, that's absurd. Game 2, we only won by 2 points. Hunter had a great game. Game 3, only won by 1. Wow, we really won the close ones. It's not like we dominated at all in the series. Hunter had a great game 4, though. Okay, so we got Brooklyn. Tough test now. Kyrie, Harden, Furkan Korkmaz, the big 3. And then they have someone named Kevin Durant. All right, Jakob Poeltl there. Campaign. Game 1, we do win. Oh my god, we blow them out by 35 points. Wow, just kidding, that's 45 points. Young at 39 and 17. Collins with a double-double. Capella with 17 rebounds. Okay, game 2, we're up 2-0. We are 6-0 in the playoffs. Young with 41 and 10. Collins 28 and 7. Herter with 18. Let's freaking go. All right, can we go up 3-0 on the Nets? And we're 1 game away from going to our second straight conference finals. Trae Young has been a god in these playoffs. He's actually been so elite, and we are going to sweep them. And we are 8-0 in the playoffs so far. We beat him by 9. Young with 28 and 14. Collins with 20 points. There's Capella with 20 rebounds. Okay, on to the conference finals. We got the Miami Heat, who are starting Miles McBride at point guard. A winnable series. A definite winnable series. So let's see what happens here. Game 1, we win. Let's go by 12 points. Collins with 33 and 12. Young with 27 and 15. Come on, I want to win a championship. Let's go! We are 10-0 in the playoffs. We have yet to lose a game, and we are 11-0. We beat him by 18. Hunter with 31. Trey with 15 and 12. And we are 12-0! 12-0! What is going on? It's like an 82-0 challenge, but just with the Hawks team. I don't have Gallo anymore, and I have James Bouknight. We're taking on the Pels. Okay, so we got Zion versus Trey, two teams that had a trade with each other back in the 2020 draft, or excuse me, 2019 draft. They have Jalen Green now. He fell to 10. All right. Game 1, we are still undefeated. We're 13-0. Trae Young is just a baller, man. And there's our first L. 13-1 in the playoffs. We get blown out in the Smoothie King Arena. All right, game 3, don't go down 2-1. Yes, okay. We end up winning by 18. And can we win this game and go up 3-1? No, it's 2-2. Oh, they beat us by 18. Trey had a great game, but so did Zion. Game 5, that's good. We're up 3-2. Okay, and can we win in year 1? We are going to a game 7. Of course we are. It's going to be in New Orleans. Just don't get blown out, please. Don't get blown out. Good first quarter. Not a good second quarter. Not a good third quarter. We're down by 3. There we go. Love that start of the fourth quarter. And we're going to be winning the NBA Finals. Let's go. So a lot of pressure is off my back now as we end up winning by 21 points. Trae Young averages 30 points throughout the playoffs and almost 14 assists. That's kind of absurd. We win it all. Obviously, Trae Young's going to be your Finals MVP. I also do want to see, because did Trae Young potentially set a playoff? I want to look at the games playoffs. There we go. For total assists, or that's just for a game. You can't look at total playoffs, right? No, unfortunately, you can't look at total playoffs. Only games in the playoffs. Wait, Jason Tatum's there in something? He's there in 3-pointers made. Okay, he's there 3 times, actually. All right, I was hoping to see Trae Young on my total assists for a playoff appearance. So Chris Paul and Dwight head to the Hall of Fame. I mean, we could look to make a major move. We just won it all, though. So draft lottery, we have to trade the Thunder back their pick if it's here in the lottery. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to keep it. If I didn't give enough, I would give it or not give it back. But, I'll be nice to the Thunder because it is a lottery protected pick in real life. So I will say, you know what? Give me one of the Clippers picks. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to keep Nate McMillan, who's now an NBA champion, head coach. So do I want to add, another starter to this team? I don't really want to break up the front court. Trading Bogey to try to get, a Victor Oladipo type player. I don't really want Oladipo or Marcus Smart, but somebody that's that good defensively that we could put next to Trae Young. I'm not going to get offered anything I really like, even though Jalen Green, I should definitely do this trade. It's tempting. Yeah, you know what? I am going to do this trade. We're going to actually clear up a decent amount of money with it, too. We're going to be trading Bogdan Bogdanovic, pick 30 and a second, to the Pelicans for Jalen Green, and that's it. And we get a first-round pick out of this as well. Bogey was good for us in the playoffs, but I'm looking there in the future with Jalen Green, and that will also clear up some cap space for the offseason. So we are going to pick up the team options on everybody. I don't think we're going to have enough to go out and sign someone that is a big name, because we're going to have to pay Trey and Herter, and we paid Collins last offseason. So we could go after someone big, but say it's Luka for 35 mil, I would probably have to clear up the difference between, I would have to clear up another at least 5 mil, which is worth it, definitely. I would move, I don't even know, Butler and Bouknight probably. So Trae Young doesn't have any real offers, correct? Okay, so we're not going to worry about him. Luka would be nice. We could go after, is there a good shooting guard? Shea is the perfect guy I want, but Shea, unfortunately, is restricted right now. So, Harden, not good enough defensively, and if I did this, I would have to clear up 8 mil, which would be tough. So I don't really know. So I might wait till after moratorium to sign somebody. So I'm going to renounce the rights on everybody but our 2018 rookies. So Trae Young doesn't have any real offers yet, so I don't have to worry about him. And he might now. Nope, he doesn't. All right, so after moratorium, he still doesn't have any real deals. And I don't think Shea's here anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, so the best thing we could go after, we could just add Colin Sexton if we wanted to, or somebody like that. Or I could also add Jaren Jackson Jr., so we could try that. Trae Young has not gotten a real deal, so I would have to renounce the rights on Kevin Herter, if that means I get Jaren Jackson Jr., which I think I'm going to do. Yeah, why not? Let's get Jaren Jackson Jr. on this team. Let's just make this team so freaking good. So now we're going to just give Trae Young a 5-year deal, and there we go. Now, can I afford Kevin Herter, though? Let's see. Kevin Herter, I don't know. Unfortunately, I can't afford him. So at this moment, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would like to package probably. Actually, no. I was going to say Book Knight and Butler, but I could just play Book Knight. So, yeah, that is it for me. We just added Jaren Jackson Jr. to come off the bench for us. Yeah, this team is good, and we're trying to repeat next season as we probably can. All right, so we do only have 2 training camps. So I was going to send Hunter on some potential. Also going to do the same with Onyeka Okongwu. All right, so we are going to play John Collins over, look at that backup front court. We're going to play Collins over Triple J. But Okongwu and Jaren Jackson Jr., that's amazing. So what we're going to do is 14 to Book Knight. We're going to go 20 to Okongwu, 25 to Jackson Jr. And then what I also want to do is start Hunter over Reddish. So I got, 13 minutes left here. Ooh, this is going to be tough. So Trey's going to get 35. Green's going to get 28. Hunter 30. I want Collins to get 31. And then I want Capella to get 30. So I think I'm cool with this. We'll actually go something like that. And then we got Reddish, Jaren Jackson Jr., Okongwu, and Book Knight off the bench. System proficiency, 4-star, 7 seconds or less. Let's go and win our second straight title. So we end the season as the 1 seed and Trae Young wins MVP again, 14.5 assists per game. We're going to have to see if that sets a record because that's actually absurd. Kobe White balls out as McMillan and Travis Schlenk get Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. Obviously, we'll see Trae Young on NBA first team. That's probably going to be it for the Atlanta Hawks, unfortunately. Yeah, so if I go here to the league history, NBA records, and we go to a season, we go to assists, total assists. Yes, that's the record for most assists in the season by 33. And then assists per game, is that the most ever? Let's see. It is at 14.6. He's setting records. That is absurd. We are taking on the New York Knicks in round 1. We got Pat Bev, Dinwiddie, Barrett, Randall, Mitch Robb, Brian Quickly, and Obi Toppin. Trae Young, 28 points and 14.5 assists. His numbers were incredible. 69% true shooting. DeAndre Hunter, 17.5 points, 4 rebounds, 45 from 3, 95 from the line. There's John Collins, 16 points and 7 rebounds, also 43 from 3, 89 from the line. There's Jalen Green, 15 points, 5 assists. That backcourt of Young and Green just throughout the future would be absurd. We got Triple J, Reddish, Capella, Okongwu, Book Knight kind of rounding out the team. Reddish was more efficient this year, definitely. Capella was pretty good. He'll be a free agent. Whenever I use Capella or have him on my team, he never wants to re-sign, ever. So, yeah, he wants to leave, and that's fine with me. I mean, it's whatever. So, yeah, let's see if we can go back-to-back. We got the Knicks in round 1. Should definitely beat them. And we start off round 1, or the playoffs like we did last year. We sweep the 8th seed. And here were the numbers in round 1. Trae Young is actually just on another planet. So, we got the Magic, who got Levine now, hey? You see my Magic rebuild. I don't know if you have seen it yet, but okay, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But some former Bulls there in Levine and Wendell Carter Jr. And yeah, who did they add in the 2020 draft? So they added Kuminga and they added Moses Moody. So what happens here wait, didn't Moses Moody go 2nd overall though? Or am I tripping? Or no, maybe that was in a different rebuild I'm thinking of. Because he always kind of goes 2. He went 5 years. So we're up 3-0. And we can't try to go 16-0 in the playoffs. But we end up winning in 5. Okay. All right, let's see what happens here in round 3 against the Bulls, who have Kent Bazemore now. Oh, this is so winnable. Yeah, we should be going back to the NBA Finals. What is going on? How? Well, Kobe White is just another, stud. He's a beast. Wow, he's going to single-handedly beat us, him and Vucevic. Well, that's unfortunate. We're down 3-1. Don't lose game 5 here. Good first quarter. The second's a little rough. Third's a little rough, but we're going to end up forcing a game 6. Okay, we blow him out by 32. Trae Young drops 52 and 10. All right, game 6. Come on, let's force a game 7. This should be easy. We're so much better than this Bulls team. Good first half. That third quarter is pretty rough. We're down by 7, down by 4, down by 1, down by 2. Let's win this game. All right, so let's change this to Hall of Fame. We do have the ball, thank God. Okay, so let's give it here to Cam Reddish. Sure. Let's see what he can do. Screen from Okongwu. We're going to attack inside. Wow, terrible defense there in the half court by the Bulls. What a nice play by Cam Reddish. We are now, what was it? We're down by 2 is the score. We are down. Oh no, we're tied 2-2. Cam Reddish is in at point guard, guarding Kobe White. Shout out to the 2019 draft class. Kobe White trying to drive on Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish does have the length to defend him. I'm gonna come over here with Capella in case he gets by, but I gotta be here for Vucevic because he can shoot. Kent Bazemore, man, we can't be really losing to a team that's got to start Kent Bazemore. Good defense, Triple J. Good defense. No way he hits that, right? No shot. Let's go. Get it to somebody that's quick. Not him. Over to Jaren Jackson Jr., who's playing shooting guard. That is just not what we want at all. I should call timeout, but I only have 1 left, so I don't want to waste it. We're going to oop that. He was wide open. I mean, why did I think Cam Reddish could throw a proper oop? Kobe driving. He can kick it out. No, Bazemore, don't do this to me. Yes, let's go. All right. I want to call timeout, but I don't want to waste my timeouts. Ugh. I would foul too, but we're not in the bonus, so maybe I could foul. All right, I don't know what to do. Let's get an isolation. Cam Reddish guarded by Kobe White. That was risky. Cam Reddish going to the rim. Oh, the up and under layup. Let's go. What a nice play by Cam Reddish. We end up taking the lead, and we're going to get the final shot. All right, so we get to stop here. That's massive. Trae Young guarding Kobe White. Probably not what we want, so let me actually play help D, because Kobe White's going to be able to get right by him, most likely. So they don't have Patrick Williams here. No, they do in the crunch time. Kobe White finds Trae Young. Capella with the block. Yes, Capella is an absolute stud here. So we just got to get one more stop, and we're going to be looking good. Kobe White. I don't like the matchup, Kobe with Trae Young. Are they trying to get it to White here? Nah, yeah, they are. Oh, God. Kobe White for 3. Oh, no. Yes, let's go. Jalen Green with the board. They're going to have to foul. Green's got 20 as well. They're going to have to use their last time out here. But first free throw. Or no, they already used their last time out. Is good by Jalen Green. Please go 2 for 2. Come on. No, they have a chance. They could send it to overtime. They're probably going to go to Kobe White here. Just no threes to Bazemore or Patrick Williams. Please, come on, get up on him, Reddish. Oh my God, thank God he missed it, but why aren't you getting up on him? As long as Trae makes at least one, this game will be over, and this game is over. See you in Game 7. All right, here we go. Game 7. Winner is going to face Game 7 of the Nuggets and Pelicans. Good first quarter. Good second quarter. We're up by 19. We should be chilling. We're up by 9, up by 11, and we're going to be going to the NBA Finals for the second straight year. Trae Young with 26 and 15, Jalen Green with 24, Jackson Jr. with 18, Collins with a double-double, and Kobe White had 43. Man, this guy is a budding star in this save. So, let's see who we're facing in the finals. It is the Denver Nuggets. It could have been a rematch from last year if we faced the Pelicans, but no, we got the Nuggets. Today, you got Josh Christopher now. He went to school at Arizona State, right? Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was bolded for a second, but I was completely off. They also have Anton Watson from Gonzaga, former Bulldog, and Justice Winslow. Game 1 against the Nuggets, we pick up the victory by 23 points. Trae Young goes off, so does DeAndre Hunter, so does Cam Reddish, so does Jaren Jackson Jr., and Clint Capella has a great game. All right, this might be easy because we're up 2-0. Oh my God, we dropped 153 on them in 2 straight games. Trae Young is just on another planet. Cam Reddish, 26. He's been a stud in the playoffs for us. Jalen Green, like what a trade that was for us. There's John Collins, and here we go. Can we go 3-0? Yes, we can. Oh my God, we dropped 168. We're averaging like 160 points in this series. Oh, our offense is so legit, man. Are we going to win 2 finals? Okay. Game 5, gentlemen's sweep time. Gentlemen's sweep time. You know Trae Young's going to be your finals MVP. So there we go. I'm going to end on a good note because I know 2K, my luck's going to run out. So we end the season adding Jaren Jackson Jr., adding Jalen Green, James Bouknight, and we win 2 championships. We had 2 MVPs. We had a Coach of the Year, an Executive of the Year. We swept the Eastern Conference last year. This was a very successful rebuild, so I'm going to end it here on a high note. If you guys did enjoy, drop a thumbs up. I mean, the Hawks are in a good position going forward. I mean, yeah, it's really just what they want to do if they think they can ever be big players in free agency, because Atlanta's still a fairly solid it's a big market city. What they would have to do is sign a trade or either look to move Gallo or Bogdan Bogdanovic if they wanted to add a star in 2021 or 2022. But they're going to have to pay Trae Young like $40 million a year at the end of this offseason. So if they're going to pay Collins, that's kind of out of the equation, getting a big name free agent. So that is going to be for me, though. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Drop a like if you did. Catch you on the next one. Peace.